Is Chevrolet really discontinuing the Camaro for a second time? It looks that way. So let's have a talk and find out exactly why it happened and what they could have done to prevent it. If you want more automotive news like this in the future, please hit that subscribe button and that little bell notification next to it to make sure you know every time a new video drops. Now we know the Mustang and the Camaro have been battling it out since the 60s, and that battle has been raging on for decades. But as you know, Chevy had to pull the plug and make the announcement that in 2002 was going to be the last year for the Camaro due to a lack of sales. Now the Camaro wasn't going to stay dead long because it came back in 2010, but by then the Mustang wasn't the only competitor. Now it had to face the new Dodge Challenger, which was an instant hit, not only for the retro styling and the Hemi engine. It had a usable back seat that could fit adults, and neither the Mustang or Camaro could say that. The 6th gen Camaro is actually a really good performance car, but it looks like a lack of sales is going to be the death of the Camaro yet again. The sales have been dropping since 2014, and for 2018 it only sold 50,900 units. Now compare that to the Challenger, which sold 66,700 units, and the Mustang's 75,800 units. The Mustang sold 25,000 more cars than the Camaro in a year. Now the big question is, why did the sales drop? It's not due to a lack of performance, because the new LT1 drivetrain is pretty powerful, so performance aspect is not the reason. Here's a fact though. With the redesign of the Camaro since 2010, visibility while driving is horrible, and that's really turned people away from the Camaro and pushed them more toward the Mustang and Challenger. This has really affected a large market when it comes to the female buyer, because female buyers have been proven to buy a car due to visibility and feeling safe. And everyone who's ever driven one of these Camaros has definitely complained about that visibility. Another big problem that I think the Chevy had was their pricing. If you take a new Camaro SS, you add the 1LE package to it, the Magna Ride, the active exhaust, you really start decking this car out, you're in the low $50,000 mark. That not only is expensive for a pony car, but if you look at the MSRP for an entry-level Corvette Stingray, that's $54,000. So why would I spend that kind of money on a Camaro when I can buy the Corvette Stingray? This, I feel, is where Chevy made their big mistake, overpricing the Camaro. You could buy the Mustang, which is significantly cheaper, the Challenger, which is also cheaper and larger, or you can just go buy the Corvette for another $2,000. As a matter of fact, you could just go buy one model year older with 2,000 miles on it and get it cheaper than the Camaro. Which one would you want? Chevy's really their own worst enemy here by overpricing the Camaro, poor marketing, and really not focusing on what the buyer wants. Chevy executives did mention that the Camaro will continue to be sold until the end of its production cycle, which is about 2023. They have a couple refreshes left on the current model, but right now they said there are 0 plans for a 7th generation Camaro. What does that mean for the Mustang? Well, unfortunately the rivalry's gone, so how much farther is Ford going to really push themselves? The Camaro really did help push Ford to higher levels of the Mustang, but then again we do have Dodge, which is doing their part and really pushing the envelope as well with the Hellcats and the Red Eyes and the Demons, and trust me, Ford is definitely after them as well. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little bell notification next to it so you know every time a new video drops. Until then, catch you next time.